What the hell, Burton? That's Shorty? That's a little
I
young.
just feel like it's so lame that everybody's around here watching this go on. Ain't nobody saying nothing to the nigga. Ain't nobody trying to help her. Ain't nobody trying to calm him down. Everybody just, man, that shit weird as hell. Get into it, see what's going on. And if you see me eating or rolling up, I got an acai bowl because my tooth hurt, and I got some loud because my wisdom tooth hurt. So that's just so you know what's going on, player.
Blueface set the standard for toxic relationships.
For sure.
28-year-old Boston Richey and his 19-year-old girlfriend are following close behind. On March 31st, a criminal complaint would be filed out of Harris County, Texas, stating Houston police responded to a call at 3:30 a.m. regarding an assault with an unknown weapon at the Marriott Hotel downtown. 19-year-old Tatiana Chanel would speak with Houston police stating between 8 and 10:30 p.m., her and her boyfriend Jalen Foster, aka Boston Richey, who've been dating roughly 1 to 2 years, were at a nightclub named Sakai for an event.
I heard Sakai.
That's when Richey grabbed her phone from her hands and began arguing with her, later taking her other phone.
Okay. What the hell, Oh. What the hell, Burton? That's Shorty? That's a little young.
I just feel like it's so lame that everybody's around here watching this go on. Ain't nobody saying nothing to the nigga. Ain't nobody trying to help her. Ain't nobody trying to calm him down. Everybody just some fucking yes man. That shit weird as hell, bro. I just want to let that be known.
Yes. The Tatiana girl? Yes. Ooh. Don't get clips. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, what the hell, Burton? What the hell, What the hell?
Oh.
No.
He tripping.
Yeah, don't record that.
He tripping, homie.
She told officers her and Richey took 2 separate vehicles to the event, and when they arrived, she asked for her phone back from the vehicle. When she got out, she claimed Richey exited his vehicle and pushed her into the second row within the vehicle. He then began choking her for approximately 6 to 10 seconds and choked her approximately 20 times within 2 hours.
Jesus.
She told officers that Richey pushed her to the floor of the vehicle twice, using his knee and body weight on her neck to stop her breathing. During the strangulation, she stated she believed she lost consciousness, felt dizzy, lightheaded, tense, weak, and she threw up twice.
Oh my God.
She told officers she felt as though she was going to die and claimed Boston Richey told her, "If you call the police, I might as well kill you."
And this y'all favorite rapper though, right? This the nigga that y'all be listening to. This the nigga that y'all want to praise and play all the time and all this other goofy dumbass shit. Like, I just don't understand. He was already weird as hell for dating a 19-year-old and an 18-year-old when he's damn near 30. He's pushing 30. He's dating a 19-year-old. He's doing all this weird stuff. And he's a snitch. But this is your GOAT.
When she tried to get out of the vehicle, Richey told her she couldn't, as 2 others sat and watched everything happen.
Not surprised.
It wasn't until a mutual friend of theirs got in and prevented him from continuing the assault that he finally stopped. Tatiana would finish her statement by telling officers she's 4 to 8 weeks pregnant and that Richey was aware. Tatiana would claim Richey choked her previously and provided pictures to police of her injuries. She'd identify Richey by his ID photo and stated she wanted to press charges.
Of course she does.
Now this criminal complaint would make its rounds through social media, as would photos of Tatiana's neck. And this wasn't the first time the couple had the blog's attention. Back in January, she posted to social media saying Richey paid off her whole year of rent, consistently cleans her house, grocery shops for her, and makes her breakfast.
Yeah, but he's also abusing you and cheating on you. So is rent and a clean house with groceries worth you getting beat and cheated on? I don't think it is, but you know, the girls nowadays is kind of slow, so I'm not surprised she thought that was a decent trade-off. Dumbass girls, you know?
And this comes only 3 months after Tati went viral for this picture with Lil TJ, but Richey has openly admitted to tricking and has made it a part of his persona to pay for love. And it's believed he does so to cater to his female fans. Right. Back to January of 2024, that's where things get weird. Tatiana would post pictures with the last slide showing a cake that read legal.
Legal is crazy.
Rumors had previously come out stating Boston Richey was dating a minor, and this post would seemingly confirm she just turned 18.
Legal is crazy.
As
legal on a cake is
started
crazy.
Going against Richey and going as far as showing old story posts of Tati from when she would have been 17, Richey would respond to the accusations.
It's my bro, she 18. This girl 23. You gonna say what up?
Hey y'all.
Hey y'all, are you still beefing?
Look.
Motherfucker hard. You still beefing? You beefing? I know.
No.
Okay. Check your ass
Look.
up online.
Now, Richey would claim she wasn't 18, but in fact 23.
He knew he was
Later
doing
in
wrong.
November of 2024, during an interview with Bootleg Kev, when asked about dating an 18-year-old, Richey would confirm it happened.
Help me understand. I'm not all the way hip to all the gossip of your personal life.
Right.
But you were dating like an 18-year-old chick, right?
Yeah.
You guys broke up.
Yeah.
Okay. What was the big deal? You're a kid. You're like 23 years old, right?
Nah.
How old are you?
I don't know. It really wasn't no big deal. It's just motherfuckers.
But people were like making a big deal that you're dating an 18-year-old.
Yeah. But it really wasn't nothing like it.
But how old are you?
27.
I mean, fuck.
He said, "Man, I know that's the universal code for. I mean, shit. He don't want to really take it there with his ass. But even the interviewer know that's weird. You're 26 dating an 18-year-old, bro. 26. No, if I slide in the girl DMs and she tell me that she Cowabunga don't want to be around your ass no more. I can't. You're not even mature enough, bro. Like you're not even mature enough. You don't even got your own shit going on. I can't even have you spending the night. What the hell's your parents would say? Where is your daddy? Where is your mama and your daddy? What the hell are you on? Where's your peoples at?
But let's be clear and be fair. No criminal investigation has gone public at any time, and no proof of Richey doing anything with a minor has been brought up or used against him, even by Tatiana. These are all just examples of a relationship gone viral for all of the wrong reasons, and it gets worse. Because of the incident in Houston, Boston Richey was charged with felony assault by impeding breathing. A third-degree felony, under Texas law, this charge alone can carry 2 to 10 years in state prison, but it still gets worse. Back in 2023, Boston Richey was indicted by the feds on charges of distributing more than 100 kilos of marijuana, possessing 12 firearms, including a Glock with a switch, and possessing those firearms in furtherance of drug trafficking.
Damn.
From now until then, Richey has been out on pretrial release, the federal version of bond, and a major stipulation of that pretrial release was obviously not getting arrested. On April 14th, federal prosecutors would file an order revoking release, stating Richey violated his release conditions. He was required to refrain from committing any new offenses, reside in his approved residence, and not travel beyond the Northern District of Florida unless he obtained permission.
Right.
On the day of the assault, Richey did not have any shows booked and was not approved to be out of state.
Stupid.
So not only did he violate by leaving without permission,
Stupid.
he caught a new felony by strangling his pregnant girlfriend.
Slow ass nigga.
A federal warrant for arrest was issued on April 8th, and according to the order revoking release, U.S. Marshals attempted to track Richey's tour dates, which indicated he should have been in Vegas on April 12th, but he was a no-show. Marshals were unable to locate him for a week before he finally surrendered himself to the feds.
Yep. Yeah.
Federal prosecutors are now going
Now
to
you
use
definitely
all
not
of
getting
this
off.
as reasoning to why Boston Richey should not be granted another pretrial release.
He's not. I ain't gonna lie. He's over with, bro. He's gonna be in the feds for a minute. You're not getting another pretrial release after you just got a case for choking your damn near underage girlfriend out, doing all types of crazy shit. Then you just had another case before that for drugs and guns with a switch and kilos allowed. On the feds, yeah, you're done, bro. You're playing stupid games. I don't know why these rappers be out here playing these dumb ass games, bro. Like, your feds ain't finna play with you. Maybe the state, but even in the state, I'm not finna play with Florida police. Because one thing I'm not playing with, like, any down south police department, I'm not playing with you. Especially Florida. Have you seen the Florida jails, nigga? No, not doing that.
Release until he goes to trial for his current Fed case. This would put a pause on all shows and his ability to earn more money by performing to fight the case. Now, in Richey's defense, QC Media would post alleged screenshots claiming Tatiana was willing to drop the lawsuit if he pays her $100,000. Allegedly, she'd say the warrant was already out, but she won't testify.
Are you serious? Yesterday you told me 100K if we send 50K now. Will you call the detective and get this over with? Warrant is out already, but I won't testify against him, press any charges, or continue to cooperate with the detective when the wire is received. She needs to get locked up too. The whole game, this shit is weird. No one else thinks this is weird. What do you mean that you finna drop the charges and you finna try to goddamn do all this extra woo out the bam to recant after he paid you the money? So if you get a certain amount of money, like that's why we saying these hoes can be bought, bro. These everybody can be bought, bro. Everything got a price. Like, what do you mean? This nigga was just choking you out and doing all this weird ass shit. Now you're gonna let him out just because he paid you some money. It's a mental illness. I'm telling you, something's wrong with these females.
Press charges or continue to cooperate as long as the wire is received. She then allegedly claimed the state of Texas will drop the charges if she doesn't plan on testifying. Comments under the post would go crazy as someone as far as saying Boston Richey is getting extorted by a teenager, along
Now,
with
for real,
saying
though.
it's witness tampering, which is interesting.
Now, for real though.
Nobody knows if the texts were actually her, but if it was, and Richey posted them, it poses the question, could she be charged with extortion?
I hope so.
Or could he be charged with an additional felony for trying to bribe a witness?
They need to get charged with everything.
It's just an added twist to an already spiraling relationship. If kept within federal custody, Boston Richey will miss the birth of his child with Tatiana.
Good.
If she's actually pregnant.
Good.
But we'll just have to wait and see how this case progresses.
That's what his ass deserved, man. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to 1090 Jake, but that nigga deserves at least 2 years in jail for the shit that he's doing, especially dating a minor, then lying and saying she's not a minor. And then once you get exposed for it, talking about it's not that serious and it's not that deep, you're a weirdo. You are a weirdo. So I have no sympathy for this nigga. And like his ass, I don't know. All this shit is weird, bro. Send his ass to jail. Send her to jail too for witness tampering and extortion. Weirdos galore around here.